Them office mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence. Islamic leaders silence. Kings and queens silence. Traditional leaders silence. So who go say the truth? We are them go so confused the call. Now by area why no better. We are them go so confused the call. One guy's out here why no better. Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, he need it now. See what I see so. Na your friend na na your kamasem. Oni pa bi obeka na sembia. So antu ankwa obechu etum. Everybody was afraid. Enunti na nantuma koteti ajenai. Once na bo dumping one anachi. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien person beka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini. Akukutro for nyina dalima. And who go say the truth? Obiadra konson so to grow Germansa to me be a cacobrafo. Efo anyina ye. Efo. When you know yet. Na so kutrata down na so be dia back or why no keke. I fene for be manu mo pia for efo ne cross on my mo. Hanya safwe mo ayini. Akukutro for nyina dalima. And who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachi se would your mouth pipinuma. Would your mind never shine my frafonsa? But who go tell the truth? DUC silence. Even journalists silence. Oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right. Wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Ooh, baby,
God have mercy upon us.
I do you. Ooh, baby.
If you give me thousands of Ghana cards and $1, I will choose the dollar.
Hey, Mumu, campaign at Tokyo. It is small people.
Oh, baby, Oni kwa kutia, mu baby, Odoe. Mo be miami. Oni kwa kutiano. Mo be miami. Oda. What in track dear. Mo be miami. Oda. What can track. Mo be miami. Kano cry. Mo be miami. Otrofo. Oda. Mo be miami. Oda. You want me to do more? Kwakram fair so besu winning. Yes, we are dear bro, better so. Shame on you. Abaya the board touchy. Yeah, the baby bought band baby. Sana will be Miami. You can lie your way to power. You can do all propaganda. Dollar rate will expose you. The dollar has broken jail. You are pathological liar. You lie for living. Lies are your hobby. Google and Wikipedia recognize you as a liar. Your talent is to lie. You promised me heaven and earth. You promised me the whole universe. None of them has been fulfilled. You said if I give you power, I will live like in heaven. Look at the way I'm suffering. Walk on him.
Adwo mama kwaba eleba Apple 68 FM Apple 68 TV so mraso se anwure so de yatena se de se ma hodru a etwago efiti anopa ya we de fresh boss de na ye de ebebe so se anwure no nsia kase o Apple 68 FM Apple 68 TV so na anwure se ma hodru betini bi ene se Ghana Freedom Ghana Union Movement gum ye papa Reverend Christian Kwamna and Dichirabosom and America said here one is a job for Asia on the corner moshe na amotimi ayipanyifo Yakopo Yadoma 2024 you omotimi adi ekonani man and some of the best church say Yakopo Yadom na adom dom no na 2024 but na abengba so pa dia nkwada manya fishe edu no ono obehwe mu fidi afi pension oma mu ko pension fo nyaa na so mo mu ngiri nyina no obehwe no otumi tietom kama pa eso ho
ye boy ready suamu nsam ensusu a honorable Moses anim enso abekasa na ne kasa okasa ina mu no okopie mu ewa ne mpeso no so wonum na cheze womasi ICT center papa ewo ho no enu ye otramodin ankasa eno nam so ma papa yakasa first time so enti ye ntwen ni etie mu nchiremu
na Occupy Bank of Ghana the mo and the 50 anopaya ya hu de desa sia de oni na aba na we na ne tiane se omukopie mu governor honom no governor wantimi amba e papa NS Addison wantimi amba di before chere se ne tebia no omode petition na mukuchiru nkratas no omode kofi people mo masa dia ba emu se mu nyina obeti ende anwure
na such as a petition ya man from my one sense some yewra castle to force ya wono ene edi sa demonstration anim akasa afasa petition no we brepemu no ye di munchire mu mama
na good campaign for so say omode omubofu pa in fact ekwan hodo bi a Ghana Revenue Authority DRA4 edi members ne fa so party in fact omode omonije okurenti betumi a betumi a revenue for Nigeria for omomode yana momfa insha wodo bi egu apon so enfa mom
Sasu na dwadifo nkabo mu ko aye from tag wo so wo buafu ye papa ba mu kai tai na pai apai a kire ho ye na se GRA4 na apai a kire wo mo kire se na se ye data sa hodo a wo mo di ato mu tiri so no wo mu ntumi
we na fufuro bi aka ho na ndanyum de be do masu ko na ye de mu nsemu nyina abeso mu se nyino sia kase ka ye ho o Facebook duwa na kese watimi ala ke dia maye o comment ni fabra ebenya botre na etimi akenka dia ma onsa anifa so share umia share foforo enso betimi anya bi atimi ahwe papa yie pa sanso na YouTube enso duwa na watimi subscribe ne kama uwia na wa comment na fe no wala ke dia maye afi online dia ne so no Apple 68 FM o se che wo online ya tune in app ne so a e ba live pa akase ne so betimi anya bi atimi ahwe pa ewo ho modi Ghana web na Twitter o yina no ye twagu life pa bia wodi wagenche ne befa no ebeba abeka yensa na etimi akenkani na ede amamo akenkan for eyeme Obidumbie Nana Nyako Abrono Mamene.
Nana Jua, Nyakwa, Branma Papa Bio said, I wish him a bonsia. Now after me, Atua, Chimunte.
I was a yes, ye. Na Casinamuchi Muno, you to slay any abasa and fa and mamu. Yes, I said, dear, na ideni tremu or a year Ghana Union movement boom for Akachi. Na and then about me as a Jeff Winsham dear, we know a Kahodo be a number faso. Na amatimi ya kan difo nyankopɔ ya adoma efis assembly ya ko ise 2024 no ebetimi ewura no betimi adi ekoni ni watoto nyama na atimi aboye na kese koto aba ne so nkunde timi akode amamo na bread me de ne kwaso na no emu bie kese akoya ne to wase wa wo no opese wo betu franka adampo no bedi ayegum ekoni anim na bibia toto nyama ne ade a fa odimbra na yentumi entoto ano na yesi de betimi e kama na so no obia antimi ankwa ye papa eye yewura Christian Community Andrews aka Chabosom ono a ni party a ono na ti yenti no se ono akasa ebesinya kobiem na ebeka ya 2020 no otoso miensa ajes na wo hwa MPP yekuo no ana eye ombetena bengua so a na afi no afi NDC aba yekuo so etoso mienu yewura eye gum ebetoso miensa na wo hwa ohun se wo ne de nyakopo ya de ma 2024 de about 20 de nkomide betimi akode ma ne pa na mbra papa eye Reverend Christian Community Andrews agency pina paso no insemberi tu nyina ene se o se se nyakopo eye adom na adom na 2024 otimi ba eba yiga na mampanyi pa de a obehwe na enkolam wo omangene mu ha nyina amuno omu firi monya infie edua no obehwe na wayo ahwe mu firi ne sa no obedidi a je se okọ e papa kira boso mtena wa kodidi obego suku a onu abete school fees onu abebe baabi a obeda etie papa se wedie onu ani police no de bawo the manifesto ni mu no wa sha ase no kenkan no se nyankopɔ ya adom na otumi abaye bi kana mampanyi padi a 2024 padi obehwe na enkoda monya infisha no eye edu 10 years no wahwe mu nyina free owie no ase o we kura de emu ngetwa afe ya mamenom ye papa ne mo monya infisha be se aduesi a mo no mo wo ko pension ne ade omo mu jema o je se dan da mo ti fie ne ade no so no ye papa Reverend Community Andrews say ono so ba obehwe no ahwe mu fidi eba ne se mo hospital bills ahodro baabi on betina amadwa ne die mu ne ade na obetimi ahwe pa owie kro no kire se Ghana ha se no se si a ye nyina ye tua economy ne se we economy na ye atete aprasama sai enti de weka nyina ene se Ghana afo entimi ahwe ye wura eye Reverend Christian Community Andrews Ghana Union movement gum animpa asa ne se bana yankopɔ ya de ma 2024 oba ne party oba la fen correct ndi o je se ipa ifo hwe ne yankopɔ ya de ma 2024 about 20 ntuma no ye bana beto ye betuma ne party obehwe na o Ghana watimi asiese de pa embra na e papa e kasa no nsem sei na order to central for enemy
ye ba be yi kana fo ka bo sim je e wa heavy Abonsam kasena yeda said the way I bet me free. Abonsam jema was so ye never call the was so so every night ye no kono be no say ye no wa amagana for the July ye no wa Ghana for second so onyamia papalia ye betina so de and chuma ye di bring the party bring ya jumaye and then you be say ya possible ni aya ye chumi ni no and ye be go sa agratu for ye tia open me agratu for to me why agratu for to me for possible bia to say ye preference ya be tie I be the pro get ye for to your mind I tell the girl every 30 years that would be the best years ago. If my child said, I might be a man, over to my person, 60 years old, yeah, Juma, over to my look at 12 years, why the before? You don't know, if you're not new, it's to me that I am, over to my people, you fell, never cheer, never cassa, never cassa, yeah, papa, no, give me a man, I'm going to the Muska, as we can show, say, a Muska, on the day, yeah, back at your Magana. Not just ending before your house. And the only two is Sunday and Mawati, and then Pakuma not drink milk in a couple. Saki Bawi and Timmy, Mayan to say every single people. One can be permission to Timmy Manania, and the book of Papa.
anunti eye gum edinya just o kan na so waka wonu mu nyasi gum Ghana Union Movement enti ya papa Reverend Christian Kwamna Andrews aka eye osofu chiraboso ono ana yese obia edinim no o kyerese yakopɔ ya do no ba de a na kyerese obehwe na nkoromo nya fihia ne edu no otumi ahwɛ mu fidi ya papa no mo kɔ ma ho medie bo no so obehwe na otumi so ahwɛ mu kama pa nti ba de gum de oba pa
Obidun bie. Ti unua na wedi 10 years. O weni da so se gum ba.
No offense.
Offers.
No offense no. But nyamia do mamiya 10 or 9 years. Mamiya 10 years next year.
Omon pa ye na gum embra. Bedu
no. O ma me so ba obenya ka adamu.
Ai me ma me.
Yeah no.
Yeah.
So ba obenya ka adamu ti. We dey who dey.
Oh, me dey me. Abusia for ya traso ne bebu nkompo enso ahwe ye chia na kire se ebra na do kwa akufo ado ebet na benjwa ne so no water so no de papa yi adesua ho nsem de eyade dana kuma so yi papa nti ene o de free SHS ba ye edidimu saa no osan de ba ku bi ba ye yese friend stem wenu nye duan fifi stem ni bi ne mom eyadesua mu stem ankasa science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And a papa at the buyer, natural so more bohumodi, papa side, the Suyan, the Ombe to me, Gina, Adia Gina Honumona, at me about the bois mebun and afeso. One more person, Modio, I share addition, any now. Nanrada ukopiemu ewo trouble abato empeso eso dia na chese emrahye bedwani a wo hwe a wo dasa eponimu eye yewura Moses anim papa ide na chese o wabiye papa na eno na chese wo matumi abo mo homodin a enam se na nadoda kwakufu ado adesua ho nsam ewo ni chimu nti wo momugi na chi nyina so adesua ho nsam no egusu wo mutim papa yetumi aka ne ntoma abachiri mu papa ne mpanifo aka bachiri mu yie amomasi ultra modern ICT lab yie papa no eba beboa se emofra no adesua mu ebetumi akɔnanim esanse no na ebeboa na technology no etumi akɔnanim engineering no kraje so fa ICT mu a ene beboa mu etumi akɔ adesua mu yie papa eno na sisi enwanu adom ko bie sa de ya no na kyerese enika ukɔhwɛ computers ahodo esi hɔ wo mo de ba bebobo beboa yie papa ama adesua mu nsɛm eso etumi akɔnanim eno na ye rei edit to dwa na wo kyerɛ sɛ de enti anase bota ye enti o mu si sa de no wo mu pese mebu na afenso ne nkwala wo mu mbeso empeso ne so wonu mu nyina wo betumi anya adesua mu nimde ye ka no ICT a wo mu bepni mu yie na afenso ye nyama ye ka so o masia e wo se ye pagya yensa na ye de yensa e kire trouble abato empeso so e won ye behu se o papa Moses anim watumi ayade ye papa afenso wo san so edit stakeholders wo nyina nim se wo mu nyina fo mo teku ni o mo simple embra wo mu fa 10 pesos ne 1000 ni nyina embra no mu tumi emfa mu adesua se de bi ye betumi akɔnanim ensema ye wura Moses anim edit to ye nim ni bi
Government policy and it's at a tertiary level, no, as enrollment, 60% science, mathematics, and engineering. Now 40% higher humanities. All because it's a Polano affinity for mathematics and science and engineering from the childhood in age. Now education is a shared responsibility. No question is a bank to provide education because in between every 5 kilometers there's a school facility in the private sector so moving now civil society so from to send your NGOs do watching me near Mr. Awufu Awahane or Hine or ne traditional authorities and say you're more a hammer bank and
enti ani ato odwai eye honorable Moses ani mo yebra shebedwani e wo trouble abato ebeso eso na wakasa wiye no pepepe na kwantwefo a wo no ohwe atoto niema ye amadesua mu nsem enso atumi akɔnanim ye papa e wo Ganov municipality ni mo maame Esther Jones Safo enso ekasa ye edeto omafo nyina ni se wo mo fo mo botaye na afenso ma ho odi nyina emeta o machi se de be ya wo mu betumi apagya adesua mu
Niamey Kashre other corporate institutions, they say, with the new curriculum, ICT forms integral part of it. Niamey say, the world now is a global village. Now, the ebe facilitate ama ICT so upon any no hands-on practical work na computers. And you see, yes, corporate institution, obia between ya kanu what donate computers. And I need a will be send a bear ya mofrano. Omadishiano or ICT no ebeko enim. Mijna ha ma meda Maxim Nyansa Foundation flasi. So mabaye ade fefe to say like Oliver Twist. You can say ebi inside review. If I say municipality I want 35 public basic schools. No be enya ne de say ya ebeko.
Enti yama mem Esther Jones let's say sisi no medasi abraw ebi embra ebi emu ye papa eno ade to amafo nyani so omomboa na adesua mu nsem enso entumi kwananim wakasa wie no papa na CEO de Mamazim Nyansa Foundation Mr. Stanley Kwachi Denchua enso ekasa fa de enti a wo mode sa achade soronko no kra etumi ekoma sa empeso asofo hofo.
Once I do, I feel there's a time you bet me I contribute to a quota. Now I share a population of that 3,000. I'm a failure computer. Maybe. Send a bear, more private school now. I'm betting me. I make sure say almost they are part of the entire 21st century chaos. No. And the library I signed the account means say you classroom filled with computers and yes, another room that is filled with tablet. You're a whole digital librarian now. Designing. Send a bear and call a good tablet from so much kind. Now, and your can private school for no now almost and a monk and sometimes we put in so be a government school, you'll be a free private school. I'm a wide difference. I got on your price here, so with my day.
Oh, where dear your best mon close to Alpha Emma Eti Mr. Kwachi Stanley Denchua. And so ekasa edisa same way na eto yenim na ne krakra mu no na headmaster let's say ye bedia dibiem na ma wo enso esre ye papa wa ye headmaster wo asofa MA Basic School 2 Mr. Edward Paddy enso ekasa ye say wo mo sro mu panifu ada wo mo nsre esa so wo de wa manansre ya enye wo mo fa Akan de family school for no se de be ya adesua enso betimi akwanim.
Problems the whole school was say when school ma ya be akodu baby by we ya aboa for mbaboa na yentumenye en word the second one say han show pa half flat nti ya nkofo mbaboa ya science laboratory ya new science laboratory school ma ya pa ada particular society mboa no mbaboa ya science laboratory baby no maximum nyansa so ya da wanse say o ba ya mbaboa said I'm confess where bank pay feasibility studies but company buy government to yan to us the management no about boy there don't want other people so communication bet me about will be there they are welcome to come
Piao headmaster Edema Asofa MA Basic School 2 Mr. Edward Paddy and so now turning Kano
Yantua anyumre no nsia kaisa ne so emfa emamona ye to so dia na ye bo wramu awo oye chira hodwa ekama akoyese na watwi ayasimu dieendre ya besi kese enda egusu koyenim ne die eno ana obia eye obesore no esuwe eye ye chire we yes for shimudie media press conference bi media briefing we on the dia na ende anopa ana ebeto dwa se donkuma no omudi edom no ani se sania bia besinko anase kobeze bosu bakunie oyetumi ya hudede awo ya kasa video we so se amradu awoda kesoma Ghana isika krabia no mekire governor Edema Bank of Ghana no ye papa NS Adese oni na beja kirefo no afi etwa mu mekire 2022 reporter ebeto dwa se na omode okopiem no afi no mu wuwura mu ahwehwe se mu na sika na ayila awo omakachi 60.8 billion Ghana cedis anese kan esopa so kurachi sikana ye kokope o IMF nchani ade na asembeto dwano anache sempanyifo sore wakase mukura na moye the central bank na nka moda ya no agese Ghana commercial bank wo hono mu ADB ni ade na fidelity foi na afrafra mu no mukura na jese mu na jese capital bank no mo boni ade na mumpo na mo disikana de ile sei na nka fo no kura ba ye de we de kase ye transfer akeka emboayen enti don kuma no ehya se eye hu hwemu ni ade no kowi achi no ekobas baby edu no ehun ba hia se oye kire pa na ombeye na kyese motumi awe papa yewura NS Addison na be da chefo nyina konsa so omukọ omonza ne kra enti onu a the easiest way metumi aye na papa NS Addison governor edema the Bank of Ghana no yetumi awoni konsa na yesi yetumi etu na fi ade so enti omo ye ho ehun dede saa be kopie mu kra kopie mu okoto se ade asa ekwan a yetumi de ma mo so mo fa so se kwan ni ko so mo fa so anye sa pa ebia eno ba ye security zone e be trete yesi kuku ni ade nsam de ro na wote be ya na so ne te bia no ende ana abrewa etimi eyi buma kwan mu a omotimi di sa oye chene sha se obre kwana no no pa no omo sha se obra sport a ro ma kopie mu awo kwa me nkoma ntachi ni ade ko father blakani ade a afi ko ye chire kra se some ko hu amrado Bank of Ghana de do no ye NS Addison na omo nsam awo dro no omo nsam bi omo kuche go nkrata so no omo timi e de akwadre mo na so no bibia ku na we ye koto bia no ye sisi ade amrado NS Addison wantimi amme adwuma menim se bi ote se yanmo foi benintino ka se on badia obi enim na asen be pem wo pe na titrani edema NDC yama yokono national chairman edema NDC yama yokono yewura Johnson Asedu Enkatia General Mosquito ye bisa no ombre ko ana adwuma de ne course bisa se papa andra na adwena yete se na wakasa se ba bi edu no oto ensa ade afrega na fo yina obi bia embra ayete se demonstration bisa se Ghana de se ya sorry titiri pa ne mbabu no se yanka se ye sɔre ne yakon agi yanka sanka ye ma ye si hono ma dachin enchiri ba de bebre ene ebi se papa ye wura jo se sedikati se papa se si na nipa do ma hu ne kura ne se na esiti se in fact Ghana for mujimutu ma ya de papa my expecting nipa do mu say we na just se ne omane komoni nje nkura no mo nete bia ne de ekwan wo bi ebetimi afa so na petition ahodo ye de kokoma amna do Bank of Ghana ye papa NS Addison party ye de NS Abeka ye tese mo do bi a ye wura Johnson Ezedikate emba na demonstration course no ono so ode tu edwa enso etimi efa ye.
Well, it's overwhelming, and I guess you have to bear the testimony. I cannot be certified for myself. But as I promised you in the studio last night, that this is a demonstration for the youth. The youth is taking control of their future. I think the youth has responded. And I think I'm very impressed. And I'm also impressed about the activism of all our members of parliament. They've done extremely well under the new leadership. And I think that going forward, we are heading towards victory. The actual recipe for chaos is the mismanagement at the place and the refusal of leadership of the country to discipline people and hold them to account for wrongdoing. If you have a bank which is supported by its own regulations and the governor, leadership of the bank, they flout their own laws with impunity, they need to go. That's all, because we are in crisis and we want to take this nation out of the crisis. And the same people, the same style of thinking that created the problem cannot be relied upon to solve that problem. And I'm happy that the IMF is in town today. The Commonwealth speakers of all the Commonwealth countries are in town. Members of Parliament from Commonwealth countries are in town. The hypocrisy of this government has been badly exposed, and I think that this is the beginning of the fall of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia fraudulent government.
The fall of the government, the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government.
The president himself has thrown his hands out there that all these problems will be solved by the next leader. So what is he doing there? What is being paid for? You have been paid to do a job. There are problems. Everybody is rallying around the president to solve those problems. And you indicate that to us even during COVID time. You know how to fix the economy, but you cannot bring people from death to life. Now these are the problems, solve them. And you say, let's wait for the next president. If we have to wait for the next president, you better pack and go home. So it says that the salary we are paying you because you have admitted that you are not doing anything there. And
Abusianti way esema odro bia na tese titinani e de maye NDC yama yokono Yura Johnson Asiedu Inketia General Mosquito. Na owie pepe I say ene awiane prantuma ka se de be so mo se na apostifo e de krata ba bonten na ye hwe ekwan hodo bi a nipa no betimi afafa so no yade o meku a bibia be kama pa na embra na oye che ne kwasuna no na apostifo isu di mu bi o mo hwe na ba bonsem no so no etimi aile tare papa na eye wodo ni chenwo ekonim pade a eye kasamafo a oda omano oda apostifo adwumako na no o magare mo sei eye ACP Grace ansa akrofi ono so na one ni team no edimu bi pade bi sama me so from demonstration e koso kra ne sign na ohu no sei na ono so kwade tu edwa efaye
Ensenrano, Enimunia Edinshim, Emma, yes, Mose, Yamipa, and then Yenya, Yababasi, Morasina, a young man, Kesia, and I am then give it to me and the accessory. And Sana paying Yabahasi, in your mind was so a year second, a young passport, as I used to say, in your home, more minority side, only a baby, yes, I could be. Omo has the police in Panaya but said, any ever has said in our numbers in our uniform. So make sure, say, age Monday, Waha and a pain. A papa Monday, for wine, send anything and a pay, Yaba has said. A papa swa actually for Neama, Ghana for a Russian, anyone who say, a bambono, a Bema Uniana, a Bayan, so a Manaya. At the end of the day, no, they share and yes, a war now with him, and I'm in a meeting with them. Me making him wedding, him a Ghana, Monian, so 80 a year in the sharing. As we say, see extra material, but Modena, only said a bayer, money, the baby, no, I piano, a police fire, Baba Bob, buying your number, fire the Juma, any info or more mobile, I signed money.
I will send to way and some of a public relation officer, director order a Ghana, opposite for Edumano and no Yamami, ACP Grace and Sa Akufi, Assistant Commissioner of Police. No, now I'm ready to cost no, and then man and Bano. We know the movie Moshe, now Bambo Samosono, and Timmy Ayeta repair and so on.
I was a fire to a Cassiano, so a fair no what joining aha. Eye apposite kasa fidie so e na wasugu so a wutie na wo sai so e hwe ye kama pa ofa wo messages ni na bra ya back and kind ni na kama enso e de ama wo enti wo ko Facebook wo no ma ya fa bra na won so want to me apushi ama manfo enya bi atie na omo so enya bi ahwe sa so e na wo ko YouTube wo so a ya na wa click ya do ma no so e de ama ye information is na aka ni na so onsa e betini aka enti aya na wo de abane aka ne kama pa anso e de ama wo na ye won po anu de na chese anwe ni mu a ene egusu abutuo na day demonstration ko so na ya huro bebre na mom de agentre ha ewo mountain so Occupy Bank of Ghana dey na chese Dr. Adesia mu akoko cheka bra na wo de ka na abafie ye papa eno na wo kwam da shebe dwafie dom kuma ne ba no dani Dr. Castle atofosen enso abekasa na dwumadie na ze ne papa yi waje ne black pa drums na ni abre se adesi gina hono mu anka wanhwe ya so track wo be di no ebechi yesu ndi ya waje wo ikabari be pono so no ka ndi ebechi eno no wakasa eno de abetu dwa wo kire se enkrata wo mode koye Bank of Ghana nka wo mode kwakoma Dr. Adesi se ne mode bo na wo bo no eye so hwa enki wayi F9 wo ko pe ba bitina wo ko pe doko bi no ton se de be ya wo no so be nyska kragu ni botom wadi atudwa wo kire se sankrata no mo ko ye no mo ko hwe Adesi wo ma ehu na chiri kwan ba bia yenim se wadi nkruma fa ne namo so afa hi o wo mu no ana ye wura keso atofo se no wadi tudwa na pani mu ho no ma wiai wadi tudwa wo kire se sisi no de he wo mo be ko so agina ho no mo akopem ta ma Adesi no aka so obepie no majimi ade nkrata no akwakoma no se ne Pontio Pilato ade nkrata e man so mfa koma Yesu Kristo no sa pepepe ana Dr. Keso atofo se e kire se wo mo de nkrata akwakoma yewura Adesi se de be ya obehu ni modembo anase baabi a wo se wo de o my Ghana sikasam no ekodu sei ne yewura Keso atofo se no e kafa
we are seeing today. We think that this particular governor should not be allowed to stay in office. He's a printer, and we all know what printing does. Printing of money is like an alcoholism. The perceived good effect comes immediate, and the hangover comes after the party. This Akufo-Addo government, together with the governor, hasn't been fair to the people of Ghana. In fact, Governor Addison printed for President Akufo-Addo for them to live a champagne lifestyle on an application budget. We can't continue this way. Today, look at what is happening to our economy. Ghanaians are struggling, finding it very difficult to survive. In fact, some are struggling to eat 3 times in a day. We can't continue this way. And so clearly, what is happening in this country cannot continue. We want this government out. The governor must go. And the president must be allowed to appoint a new set of Bank of Ghana team. And that's what we're waiting for. We are ready to work with the Ghana Police Service. They are indeed here to protect us. This protest is organized by the minority in parliament, the official opposition in this country. We have every right under the Constitution to protest. And as part of our oversight responsibilities, we can use this route to express our revulsion against the conduct of the central bank. Our position is simple. The Ghana Police Service must show us where the security zone ends, the so-called security zones. We'll comply with that. We'll get to the end of the security zone with the protesters. And at that point, I, together with the leadership of the NDC minority in parliament, must be allowed to walk to the central bank to present petition that should be received by the governor himself.
Ayo, enti Dr. Keso atofosem. And so what's in canon, we are not just an abedi ba ku ejina ne nchen. Wano kasa ye ningwa prapra mbrashebedwani ye papa Sam George also kasa ye de tudwa etna se one month na wo ema omo nkaso pani a wo fie ema aye asefua efo ne yebu na karefu a wakasa no ka ho enti one month na wo da biara da ena afa so konfu a wo betena ho no mo na konkon wo bu a wo nka ho asem no ekuro ni butu a wanso okaho enti ewura Sam George kire se wo muntumi na mrashebedwafie ho no mo adi enfomusa ehye mo debri fam de biara da enkoma no ntum enti sadi a demonstration no wo mugusu eye no beye na kase enso aka ho.
Governor is a coward. Dr. Edison is a coward. I mean, and this is not going to be the first time. I've served on the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament for 7 years, and at least every year we invite him twice to appear because of the Auditor General's report. And I can say on authority that Dr. Edison himself has appeared before the Public Accounts Committee maybe 2 or 3 times in 7 years. He's a coward. He runs away from his own work, from his own failings. Most times he sends his deputy, Maxwell. And I won't be surprised that today it will be Maxwell who would have the balls to come out. Edison himself won't come out. Edison is a coward, and I'm putting it to him. You are a coward, and you have failed. You are a colossal failure. Because look, where we sit as a country, let's call a spade a spade. We have 196 central banks for 196 countries across the world. In 2022, the Central Bank of Ghana, the Bank of Ghana, came last. We had the worst performing currency in the world. Our currency was worse than the currency of Yemen, was worse than the currency of Syria, worse than the currency of South Sudan, worse than the currency of Yemen, worse than the currency of Ukraine, Zimbabwe. Our currency was worse. So come on, if you send your child to school, and the teacher you ask to teach your child, or the lesson teacher who is teaching your child at home, goes to write the licensure exam and in Ghana comes last, would you continue? But what even annoys us as young people the most is that in 2022, they increased their allowances to themselves by 100% and paid themselves 8.7 million as allowances for coming last. This is the failing of the governor of the Bank of Ghana. This is the same governor of the Bank of Ghana who in 2022, apart
apart from borrowing in excess of the 5%, 38 billion to the government of Ghana in clear violation of the Bank of Ghana Act.
Which means that someone she yewra Sam George ye papa to Casacres, so was he yewra Addison, what you who for papa. I go be a commodity crats, Ebra will say. I was sent a witchina brand and Nanka officers, you may yash near ye be so. Why ye say with some yash, where we a who for 18 wapper baby, dear family. Now we no papa per any opening addition no more. Woman so woman PM our demonstration no asibi and your my Ghana if we be to money or my Ghana a penny for a deal my na say woman to me at now ama mu amutwa sika mu susu ye san di o man sika ebeda amono ye bebo besia ewo mo wono matna ho emeka twitwiri die wei amene ye dia and ye not say demonstration no ye be ne ye pa.
Your mind as yes, you say Sika, one out try Sika. Would be said, Jessica, Saboka, 60 billion. What to be that? So now, Cressica, Jamasina, over just Aboka. Maybe 18 a crumb Sika, dear Basa, I'm a more money, I'm a more trucker. I could find any pound for in the Baumia. Any Bank of Ghana governor, Akabo, our my Nadia Sabria, Bank of Ghana, yeah, check I say, governor never resign. But I hear no cry, yeah, check I say, I buy no so much sun in the year, or this is an expression of the people saying we are not happy with what is happening. It's better than taking guns. It's better than destroying things. The whole world is watching Ghana. Say we have a better way of addressing our issues, and that is what we are pursuing. Say yeah, in Ghana for the say we demonstrate our feeling to you. And if you have a president, I won't see a demonstration until I buy Saturday Papa and say one free or where first one, who second, who third, demonstration until there. Who said, and the fact that Nanado is not listening doesn't mean that I will see it die. You have to continuously let the whole world understand and believe that they were a very bad government. They were a very bad Bank of Ghana government. And it's a very demonstrating. One thing now, the next action will follow after today. But so can assume be or person we are seeing now in whom we say, or you will be a Baba Ghana, my son of Ghana and Kuntua. If you listen to what we are telling you, Intimum Kade, I'm Nabo, I say, yes, Kabata in Abo. Abokati security na betina ho aye adwuma de amna enti ye nam da mo ye trade demand his resignation god na adwuma boto no we fi gwa no go ebi oru ntumi ye no bi fufura ba abohwe na watoto ndama ye ma ahuche abo man no mu na no abrase papa no wadi gana sikani nyina dwana kwa abruche ajaye o enti na eni ebrenu enti ya pacho esrana na to say ombra no for scan abetu banka mama for why ma for ska o yam begasa enti na go te ba umi ese ba umi de dem de o tontro pa gusu o ka se oba ya kayo for them oba ye nyachi wasu enti na ni abrenu enti o ye krom ni o no ye papa ma enti na ka se o ye ban yantu aba na man bio enti oluwanya papa maye enti yantu aba no e mani bio na minim sadesen wo gina me yato no so aba o senso se wan wo gina me yato no so aba o enti ye wie no papa ne dimirika tante ene bisa ye nofton emrahye bedwani ye Samuel okuyeto abrakwa wono so ekasa ye kire se saade no a wo ye ne pa de Bank of Ghana wanya de ye kura wonko nonsense so ensign na chimbra bio
Eddie Kain, as I say, your dad Ghana for us. Osha, the mammoth crowd, the way Ghana for appear a doma abba or yetrewe. I say, Abba Bonia Akufuado, Baumia administration. Osha, right from day one. A boy or share, even time or opposition, or catch yourself or bar within 18 months or better transforming Ghana. Baumia said they have the magic one or more solid economic management team. Now, so share the AC for the first time in the history of this country. We are talking about debt restructuring. And see that financial haircuts. And see that for the first time, we are talking about Bank of Ghana what incur losses to the tune of 60.8 billion. And see that negative equity 55 billion. And in the midst of all of this, what depleting your national reserves? Who see new head office? I mean, can you believe that? At a time, there's economic crisis. There's an economic meltdown. We are in total disarray. Once say your minor, me no kasa say, on them say road contractors. I buy Eddie Omoka 15 billion. Food suppliers, school feeding caterers. I mean, I buy the Obiaka, Kolebu, dialysis center everywhere. At this time, and I'm see a new head office. And OSHA PPA approval, Bank of Ghana Nyaya, Omanka some initial budget. They value the cost of the project at $81 million. Less than 8 months, Aqua could do $121 million. Mineo Kasas say, if you add the cost of the land, which is another scandal on its own, project way is valued at $300 million. At a time, no reserves, massive losses, negative equity, which has led to massive inflation in excess of 40%. You are building a new office. I mean, are you crazy?
I mean, are you crazy? Papa no ni fu papa. Was it are you crazy? What jamuana mechanic tree. Was that the work what jaman and so would or my ganda sika begwa to pressa. And tiania to dry. Ye yemra Samuel Okujeto. Abrakwa North Tom Rashipedre.
That year, the money they use.
That year,
we can watch you among Casade
demonstration. If it is September ending, ABC October beginning a demonstration.
Wow. You see a fee striking.
Aye, ever demonstration. And Chebiani Babako.
Yes, your room, our country. Be sweet, Papa. You can't be sad in this country. No. And can come see me who am a Ghana, me who and there. I'm a Ghana, a room, red day. I will say the Coswa now again, Mama Diana Fambra. Say and they can send it about by demonstration or yeshana Mukoswa and Fambra, Facebook, you YouTube, you Twitter, and Madden, more than Ghana web. Online, then so no Apple 68 FM. Ye check good life, baby, Biana, or Fabiano, or Yen channel, a baby Kayensa, na yet me, Akan Kenny na, and so at the mammo. You go straight, Drama, a protest and as a demonstration, or a chance, and send and then I no pay a Bank of Ghana, occupy Bank of Ghana, the mono, a cosuna, sabe, and I shall my son almost some of the drama as any for their go cry. Now, to move forward, I shall my point to just say. Send you almost quiet at your pransam. I yes, I'm walking do. I will say, going to be at the pransam pan. Almost some more transit sad, duck bed up pony. It's an say, I go do 4 bread. I drive 4 bread. Omo twa kwan a dia konia ba nyina no omo nyina mo bra pa ye na addition mu kire se omo hu mpanyufo amaje se omo demokrata akwada mpanyufo se anke betumi a se bi mpo omo nya ife new face kura na anke omo tumi benya mamo na so insu oto a ekwane so nye timamufo nyina mutumi nkwa mba ne ade ebi abon so na ese futuro kumosa intena omo kire se se mo so omo ti intusu kokko e kire kwame aban eni kwaku aban se ni my Ghana ekon akwan na teta pransam no almost no safata se aban ebetime be ma akwan de ma mo nto mo kire se omo ma aban na kakra bi se aban antimi ama ba yakwan ma mo dia o mu se omo di kan oye kire na so no se aban antimi ama bi papa afafa ekwan ho ma mo pa dia ende yo ma se yina ne se mo de bibia ehwebutiro be se omo kose yina ehwebutiro mu omo se kire se ekwan omo ansa yan ba beye anampomo ntumi antwemo na mehwe kwan so a ende no mo je se 2024 pa so meto abapa de lala ebi kransi ye kwete nsema wodre bi na addition mo ashama bonte so no embra na oye che ne koso no omo so omo de tu edwa efaye
is that the MP says here is the stronghold of the NDC. But I can tell you on the fact that during the 2020 election, FPP had 36,000 votes in Ashama here. Exactly. So how can you tell us that yes, the It's very bad. We pay taxes. We get money. If we have to take 10 minutes to wait, but because of the state of our roads, you can take like an hour or 1 or 2 hours before you get to your destination. Our roads are very bad, and so today we are calling on them.
But they are taking tax for the car.
Our head.
When you buy car, you know they tell your short goes pop. See, I said we don't get one good road. See, the sad part is like if you are going to the municipal assembly, right? Yes. There's a big hole there, and it's still there. So why? When you say they'll tell you Ashama is a stronghold for NDC, me, yeah, I don't support no part.
Newton Joshi, that will be a pressure. No better road for Ashama, no better road. Newton Joshi, that will be president, that will be pressure. Why do no one go that place? Why do no one go that place? They let them go. Why the police go there? They go there. They go the road. The court road, no good. Anywhere Ashama road, no good, no. Better road to Ashama here. Why do no one go for the Newton Joshi in there? How?
And the way is so a shaman, addition one so and none of Pewka. Now, me road how drawn. I'm a block a quiny nudge, say, I'm a maca, grandma, can be simple. Inti, or yet, almost on my bank. She say, come here, buying and you go quabine, or meeting a baby, papa, at their fat and so at me, Eddie, a mamma, and Eddie, say, it was racing Eddie, and you go swat Eddie in his Eddie, Emma.
Abusuafo ye free demonstration mu na ye de ani kire mu ewo adwadifo nkabo mu ko ba ko eno no ya to the D tag na tag ni nyina eye traders advocacy group for one more president ya wadroma no eye yewura Kwadwo David Amoaten ene wabekasa na ne kasa okasa nyina ye se GRFo eniomu di kotoma mehwe to agora eno so eye agoboni ye papa yewura kire se sisi eno GRFo tax wo beda mo di omuti to sumye so wo mo so dia tax a wo re bebo omuti mu bia no mo dia babeto tag fo so na ni nyina ayesem sisi eno kraniema efri kwasi broni wetenten ama no ne edi baha no na unya ma bedu airport pepepe e wose wo prisika na sasika no kro oba beto niema no kro unya ho so faso esanse no e na ade ba betua eto ahoro wo tua yi levy na wo tua wanwani levy sisi ekra de ye wo veterinary levy nyina so kra po wo ho no mo enti tagefo edi atompedifo nyina ani mo se sisi enu de eto no dono afrote gare Saso na kokonte afrufu se netiro empanifo hwe na omunyi sa to ani nyina emfri suma se sisi enu de wo mo bre ye papa enti sisi enu ensuo etaya ponchire ni aya waji wo enti no aban enhwe na wanyi sa eto ani nyina emfri so ema ebra president edi matagefo ebenifo nyina ekasa no sei ena papa edi to ye dem
ne sidai na ye wo 16 regions. Now, also all monetary team no. Monetary team tema. Monetary team atoso mienu. Eye Eastern Frontier Base in Dabala. Ni atoso miensa. Eye Western. Ye wo Kumasi. Omu base wo Kumasi. Eti other regions no. Omu di akawe. Eti yasha abo pobon inside. Omu di dwa wo Kumasi. Omu di dwa wo Eastern region. Omu di dwa awo ye Dabala side hon. Omu di omu yankrofo a ya yeni ediesi womso yeni e ka che GRFo se ye hu bone a omo di dwa okumase di aye o etiza ye o ma dwen se edwadifo okumase no mbegu o madwuma traders advocacy group ka se emma so ne emma so kina ye nuanom omo okumase omo se eniema aka somfo de ye omo ni ama omo provide momo numbers a omo diska to soma o ye ka ya omo issue statement se nsema ye ka enim na ye ntwato so no eno a ombeda ha na ahomache yesi e be press conference no omoba omukuta omshina se custom commissioner any GRA commissioner so omoboa they are ready so omososo ndo omugidie no omugidie ni se omugi omachigi se ensem omoka omoboa any ye snap no on ba ko bo mudua no omoso exercise om faith ye ntumi nkire obi ni ahonye ba bia omososo omugidie wo omokọ ho na hon ndo menya justice.
All we are asking is that if GRA chooses to rely on these monitoring teams, as they claim, they should do so without victimizing innocent importers and traders who would be subjected to extortion, intimidation, and harassment at the end legitimate mandate. We are committed to collaborating with the GRA to educate members about tax compliance, raise revenue for Mother Ghana's socioeconomic development. These positive steps have been developed over time by our tax resource executives and members of the traders educational team, as well as extensive concealment. We are quite unhappy with the GRA leadership's attempt to misinform the public against the trading community. At this juncture, we would want to appeal to all Ghanaians to join us in our effort to alleviate the suffering of Ghanaian traders in the hands of GRA.
Yo, and your GRA, Masumua, what Yamioni Masamuka was nana. Wasumua 80 presidents at the Matage for Traders Advocacy group of way and Diabeto and Benfoy names Womoshe, no more to and near my ye and my woman Nasia de Akan and Mineo.
Abusiana, GRA Science and Wima, and the Ghana Union Traders Association. Good Alfonso at me, I incentive for shame with dear Mosamoch and say, and one will be a Ghana Revenue Authority. JRA for Edomo Fashion, in fact, or money John crack, or money and John crack. Then Tina Benifoi Ekasa, Casama for Edema Aya Ghana Union Traders Association, Ekasai, Aya Radis, Paddy Ekasai. Now, let's some Akan and say, who do we need to move our airport? Hold on, Ekama Koyesa Ghana Revenue Authority for JRA for. Omuno omotimi asho omo tax force for no butupa asho mo se omo jeja kwancha ni ade na cargo trucks ahodo ekọ anampo kasa na akwante pono so no omo jeja omo nyire pa no mo hwese bia goods anasa niema na egumu no in fact omotimi atua omo vata na omo tuo na edaso omotimi atua na when am so ama eye good tempanyi for HSA sa ana muto ye Ghana Revenue Authority GRA for 820 the in fact omo ninje ho omo ho krasa ni semuti na would woni tiremu awo port awodo no nyina na nyama ni nyaba omo tuatua eye eka bia esefata eka bia ho be nya be no etuotuo bia da busu bia no eye de eye Ghana Union Ghana Trade Association good afoi omo timi atua se na ma wanyina naso no omunim de enti eye na GRA for omo jeja kwatempo so omo hwehwe kasa hodo ni namutu omo je say sana mutu party in fact omo jai ayesa party a ebe omo yie pa embra na Mr. Paddy Ekasa no say and other two ega.
Now, so kwa na ekoso. Apart from that, kwa no menua. Sisi akotema, uyi ne ma, ni board din papa cumulative, but because cumulative, you know, it about 51% to 53%. It just imagine so kwa ne ma be $10,000. Aba komo ha, utia duty kwa about $5,300. Jodi ni be bet ma etitwa wosa tax. Sisi u share tax rate I ukuma no. E also VAT rate and almost about 22%. Fairly saying duty rate and almost about 51% to 53%. Exchange rate and I'm about 1 to 12 Ghana cedis. Interest rate and I'm almost about 42%. You know, and now say I'm a graduate. Say as if say who say ukoye graduate born in no so I born so ukoye. I bind the futu na abeswa. Dama a graduate for no yen tumpon. And just imagine say obi akra de na aban kwa age almost about 43,000 Ghana cedis. Graduate no in fact I didn't know to benya faso be the car e faso. Akoto car be $3,000. Now I could tell fit bear 1,000. Now buying quite you 43,000 as duty. Now a car now what on when you in fast 43,000 Ghana cedis. Nema aircon put here a ready for.
Abusianti way in summer who drove beer a customer for the Ghana Union Traders Association Buta, Mr. Joseph Paddy Eso Adituga. Now over a pair and Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, and also Nipo order of Mano a year Samson Azaki a Wingobet, and so Ekasaye. No so some Alkanina and so they said the beer, not the raho. The rate no pa, as I say, so when you could do a man gonna say a porter hold one now. Charges no more charge one a yen and one papa or Chess at the beer. I banned to me, I catch veterinary service department no one report. Almost the air ladies a whole black a second said the Abatomoswa. Yamina the good pot one a bad thing. Say or be better or get in the back said you'll be in Yama at the support was and say a bonnet at 1 that so a yellow own to me and credit in a Cobana Sanswa. Not yes, I was saying that you could feel we are. Now, if you want to me, Uncle Fanny, my report once and say to me about Modia, I buy share now to me into a animal into a home.
Or we be or you name what my hapo and I gun her actually known say the cost of doing business in Ghana port are very highly expensive. If you go to veterinary will tell you that you have to give a 200 Ghana cedi before our staff will move to Tema Port there. That is, you have to go all the way to Accra, their office in Accra. You have to pay 200 Ghana cedis, that is for transportation. They will come to the field, they said they are taking your sample, you have to pay 500 Ghana cedis, they are going to use it for laboratory work. You have to pay 0.01% times the number of quantities you are having in your container. So, for example, if frozen meat is being put into cartons, and a container can have, let's say, 2,700 pieces. You multiply by that, then they will say they will take almost 2,000. So when you add all the charges, some are taking 2,700, 2,000 in a container. One container you collect on the port alone. Veterinary is taking 4,000. Then FDA take their own. Then Standards Authority take their own. The EPA take their own. And Plant Quarantine Division take. I mean, all the institutions. So before one will even finish the work and take one container out of the port, he's paying almost 3 billion. Nations.
Abusia Enia Yati Executive Secretary at the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana. Ye Papa Samson Ezaki Awingopet. Na the Purple Munusuno and Rabda Samotea, a Yadiana Abusi or can spare part association for so a year is a function with the press conference patches and also no Sonia a binding Jerry for no Mudinuka in fact or Moninjo Okra. Now would one more party a Yadia Casama for a so on also them one a year a year techi adro. And so Akasa HSA and Brady Emushia and Nelson Sterano, Omokoswa Akacha Abani say, Omamuna watching you pay a idea Jerry for Omodia, Nisa Shayamodia Baze, a year task compliance policy. Nisa no cotton near my guess, would the Jerry Baco echo people account, a debako betono, Sana is a Jerry, a task force, and an staff, no, as on a sort of tour, now a boy in a vat sense of you could anymore. Yeah, but that she had HSA in fact, and I'm to ya Jerry for the Omokoswa Akasha are buying and a Jerry for Yanisa in fact, Moninjo, 2 weeks ultimatum, Omodia, no Omoya is a crazy and found into a hole.
And Zano, the Mobia to the source, the Mobia to the source, you have to restore some press conference at the chair, Jerry, by say, almost the way are only ready for a year. You're going to so it's Yama about 2 weeks ultimatum, say, only Jerry, Commissioner General, Amisha Dan Kasa. The way are almost disrespected before, almost see it as almost intimidity and how you you're going to say, Member Center. Now, here we are, now, customs, so any importers, year report one. You wouldn't say, I don't see intimidation, extortion. Almost extorting scarcely before duties. Now, put to the see what yes, your best special, near juice, your examination, near juice, your baby, you will near juice. Now, duty, we put in about over yellow, Ubekiano. Now we come there 50,000, 100,000, and we'll put one. It's import is the your person you giant and the kind of basel. I'm finding Jerry cost of some security military or my say you're going to so.
Abusia Enia Yati Mr. Techi Adro or ye Penipa or ye Casama for Edema Abusi or kind spare part dealers association and on so ordinance mina to me at to Iga. Yanjil so na and there you may use the Nusiaka Sieno. Yintimi Fanny na Embra na Vina Madaroma. My grandchild na Modiabano, my making kind emfa emamu. Alima to Sadia Osman no redeem was good. You guys are doing a great job. Nana Equiamwa, what's the abandoned Saudi Fabric Central, or Sianto abandoned Enfama Yura, me pembe the doctor, Mamudu Bomia, Nana Mutuya, a minority for you to India. Then cry Nagana for Yanyamu, or Chesen Jackass, Uncle Enfama Jefferson, Kamina, Seki, and Mammy Efia Kutu, Frederick Mauno, Domoko, at the abandoned say of your life. In fact, you guys are doing a great job. Set Trebua and the about on life and crepa. Musumu adwuma papa ewo ho mawuli mawuna Jonathan dia ba ono say yakopo insha ya pa adwuma bo a yeso ye bo e de bo o my Ghana Jordan Alote e dia ba ono say in fact eto awodo na ewo o my Ghana mo say no edros papa edros pa nti betumi aka kwa me aba ne kwakwa ban muntumi enye bibi emfanfa ho yentira ne so na ende anwumre ni si aka se no yetimi emfa ni na embra na wi ensam de do na ana ebo ne bede e de besro mo list mu nyinaa nso ɛbɔ yɛ twɛdɛm kɛseɛ paa sɛ ɛnɛ anwummerɛ no si akaseɛ no yɛntumi ɛmfa ɛbɛso mu akenkanfo a mote yɛn ka anwummerɛ yi ɛyɛ me obi dumdie nana nyako aborɔ no maame ne
Nana Ajua, Nyako Abronoma Papa Bion Saida, Ushama Botia, no afremi Ajua, Trimunte.
Inti Abusia sorry da mase, some of break it's a yakoponya de my echna, the best saying in Musha, Akramo.